the Shipwrecked VBS 2018. If you are a visitor with us today, you're in for a treat. It's a little different, all right? But we're going to have an awesome time. The entire service today is all about these kids. How about that? Don't give it up for our children, man. They are awesome, and we're going to have a good time. Well, we have been shipwrecked on this island all week long, and there's been so many cool things that we've been learning. My name is Pastor Nate, and I've been the host here, and we've been having a lot of fun and doing all kinds of things. I was trying to remember the very first night, there was a little something out in the parking lot that seemed to be a lot of fun. Any of you kids enjoy the tumble bus on Wednesday? Yeah, all right, it was awesome. I got to share a funny story, a cool story. Xavier, my man, he is full of energy, and he went on that tumble bus face first, I believe, because he came out of it holding his nose. And when I said, did you guys have a blast on the tumble bus? He was the loudest one to say, yeah. I said, if you break your, or he didn't break it, but if you bust your face and still have a blast, that's a beautiful thing, amen? All right, well, we're here today to have an awesome time and have a real good morning. So I'm going to have everybody, again, if you're an adult here today, this is not just to observe and say, oh, that is cool. It is for you to participate in. All our emotions, all our lyrics will be on your screen to your right, to my left, so you guys make sure you sing real loud. Right now, I'm going to have all my first through fifth grade shipwrecks crews stand on up. All the adults stand up too. Y'all come on up to the front. You can get over here in this area right here on the stage and help us all sing our theme song. Here we go with Never Let Go of Me. now. Now, there was a little small observation I had over here. I could not hear anyone sing, okay? So I'm going to make a deal with you. Man, we got Tyler. He is doing double duty today. He's doing sound. He is doing pro. He's doing it all. I have given him very specific instructions to mute my mic during every song. Here's the deal. If I don't hear anybody singing, I'm going to give him the unmute signal, and you're going to hear something you don't want to hear. Okay? So you got to sing real loud. Do not let Tyler unmute that mic. Does that sound good? All right, so that's our goal from now on. But hey, that was an awesome job. If you've been here with us all week long, you know we've been stranded on this island, but we weren't all alone when we got here. There was a special guy, a special friend that we made who was on a boating accident. Apparently, they made the pirate walk the plank. And that's no good. And he washed up on this island, and when we got here, in a very exciting way, he made an entrance and said, hey to everybody. But during our last night, we had been working on a raft for so long, and we sent Salty the Pirate off on this raft. And I hope you've been crossing your fingers. I hope he's able to send back the rescue plane for us to get off this island. Does that sound good to you guys? Yeah. All right, well, hopefully he'll do that. Wait a second.
Hey, how you doing? Ahoy, mate!
Salty!
Yeah.
Salty, my friend. Well, I wouldn't say it's good to see you, but you were supposed to take your raft and send back help.
Well, I tell you, first of all, you said I had a boating accident. And actually, it's because my crewmates made me take a long walk on a short plank. And you know why a pirate never showers before walking the plank?
Now, I have specific instructions not to feed these jokes, but I'm going to do it anyways. Are you ready? Why is that, Salty?
Because he's just going to wash up on shore later.
all right, church, we're going to learn what a courtesy laugh is, okay? We're going to do that, all right?
I am a pirate, but I don't have an eye patch.
I've noticed that. So why, kids, what do we ask? Why don't you have an eye patch?
I don't have an eye patch or a hook or a leg. It's because I'm just a beginner. Yeah.
All right, it's a little louder on that courtesy laugh. All right, here we go.
But it's good. I'm done with my pirating days, and I had to come back, and I'm bringing back a rescue team to save everybody off the island.
Well, I hope so. Well, thank you for coming back. We do really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Well, I knew how lonely I was on the island. I was so lonely. And I didn't want anyone else to feel that lonely. You guys feel that lonely.
Well, that was sweet of you to take that raft, but you did load up every coconut on the island just for you. That was kind of low.
Sorry, but I felt bad about that too, so I knew I had to come back.
Well, as beat up as that move was, we're not cool with you taking all the coconuts, but you don't have to always feel lonely. We were not lonely back here on the island, right? Who we had? We had each other, we had our friends, we had our crew leaders, we had so many people. And don't you remember what we talked about when we very first met? Kids, do you remember? Here's what it was. When you're lonely. Jesus rescues. One more time. When you're lonely.
Jesus rescues. You mean to tell me you weren't lonely on this island? When I was on this island by myself, I was so lonely, I would talk to the ocean.
Well, if you would talk to the ocean, what did they say back?
Nothing, just wave.
Hey, we're getting better. Good job. The jokes warm up just like you guys. All right, it's going to keep coming. Well, hey, to be honest with you, Salty, I do still get lonely. But when I feel that way, I can rest in the fact that Jesus is with me. He knows me better and He loves me than anyone else ever could. Jesus is always holding on to us, especially when we feel lonely.
Well, that would make me feel less lonely to know that Jesus is with me wherever I go.
That's right. Well, hey, let's celebrate that with a special song. Again, our first through fifth graders, come on back up on stage. We got to encourage the adults to sing real loud. Adults, get on your feet. The words are on the screen. You'll see how to do it. And we're going to sing an awesome song called I Am.
There's love can't reach. There's no place where we can't find peace. There's no end to amazing grace. Take me in with your arms spread wide. Take me in like an orphan child. Never let go, never leave my side. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I'm holding on. I am. There's no space that His love can't reach. There's no place where we can't find peace. There's no end to amazing grace. Take me in with your arms spread wide. Take me in like an orphan child. Never let go, never leave my side. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I'm holding on. I am. I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I'm holding on. I am. In the middle of the storm, I'm holding on. I am.
Give yourself a hand clap. Good job. Good job. I don't know if I'm offended or proud that you guys sang a lot louder when I threatened to unmute my mic. That's good though. That's good. That was really nice.
Well, you know, it was really good being back in civilization.
We wouldn't know, Salty. We didn't.
Yeah, for a while there, I got to eat at my favorite restaurant.
Oh, man, I gotta keep asking. What restaurant was that, Salty?
Arby's.
Let me
I
guess.
shop at my favorite store.
Oh boy, what shop was that?
Target.
Target. Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, hey.
But I still missed you guys.
Well, we missed you too, Salty. You know, we missed your jokes. Everybody was really wanting to have those. I was just thinking about when you were so worried. Remember we were hanging out on the island. We were here every night, shipwreck. And you came in one night, and the second night you started talking about a toad-eating snail. Now, I thought this would be cool. Let's poll the audience. Audience, in your expertise and knowledge of animals, let's all give an indication about how big you think a snail is. All right, everybody? Not that big. Now, how big do you think Salty the Pirate is? Okay, about this big. So we were a little bit worried that you were so worried about a toad-eating snail. I remember how worried you were. You were a real worry wart, as a matter of fact.
A worry wart? I mean, you can get warts from worrying? I got warts! Oh no, is that one right there? Is that a wart?
Salty, that's a freckle.
Oh,
okay, all right,
freckle.
okay.
Is it contagious? Watch out, stand back everybody, I don't want you all to get freckled.
No. Okay, you guys see what I mean? He worries a little too much. Would you all agree?
All right, I'll give you that. I do worry some, but it's normal to worry. But you know what I learned from you guys this week?
What's that, Salty?
When you worry,
Yes!
Exactly. You know, we all worry sometimes, and there's lots of things to worry about. Some are big and some are small. But it's always good to remember that our friend Jesus is bigger than anything we could worry about.
Salty, you are so right. When our faith is in God, who created the entire universe, so everybody, all right, a snail's about this big, Salty's about this big, make a signal how big you think the universe is. Well, the universe, He created that huge, big universe. If we know that God created all of that, what's there to be afraid of?
Exactly. As a matter of fact, didn't you sing a song about it?
We did sing a song. Hey, it's one of my favorite. Everybody get your dreadlocks out, get your Jamaican on. Everybody stand up. Kids, come on back up front. And we're going to sing a song about the don't worry about the team, all right?
You're watching Lifespring Kids.
Ooh. rescued me when I was in a lurch, and I won't worry about a thing. To the left I'll fly, fly, fly. To the right I'll glide, glide, glide. Oh, and I won't worry about a thing. I'm gonna swoop down low, 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 and I'll soar up high, high, high. Oh, and I won't worry about a thing. Free like a bird in the big blue sky, not a cloud or a care for a million miles. I won't worry about a thing. God loves me and He loved me first. He rescued me when I was in a lurch, and I won't worry about a thing. To the left I'll fly, fly, fly. To the right I'll glide, glide, glide. Oh, and I won't worry about a thing. I'm gonna swoop down low, 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 and I'll soar up high, high, high. Oh, and I won't worry about a thing. To the left I'll fly, fly, fly. To the right I'll glide, glide, glide. Oh, and I won't worry about a thing. I'm gonna swoop down low, 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 and I'll soar up high, high, high. Oh, and I won't worry about a thing. Yeah, and I won't worry about a thing. Oh, 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 and I won't worry about a thing.
Give everybody a hand and give somebody a yaman. Yaman. That was great. All right, we're going to take a little survey by a show of hands. What's worse, Salty's jokes or my Jamaican accent? All right, let's. All right, so I really do hope eventually that we get off this island. Now, I don't want there to be a misconception. I absolutely love BBS. This week is phenomenal. This week is amazing. And I love being here with everybody and seeing how you have such a great time. But I gotta be honest with you about this island, okay? This island has really started to get to me a little bit, Salty. I don't want to spend another day on the island itself. I was hoping you were going to go get a plane or something, send something back to rescue us. Here we are. We're still living a constant struggle. We have to find water. We have to find food. We have to build fires. And fires, you guys remember that? Yeah. We struggle to do all these things. And the mosquitoes, don't even get me started on the mosquitoes. They're terrible at night. The sunburns are terrible during the day.
And don't forget that stinking, even thieving, coconut throwing monkey.
The monkey, that's right. See, things are just so stressful. Do you know firsthand how hard life can be here?
Tell me about it.
You do. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll let everybody know.
Well, I tell you what, it was tough. It was rough. We had to struggle with monkeys and toe-eating snails and all kinds of stuff. But you know what you taught me that really helped me?
Don't be telling me I have to practice what I preach, so
No,
I want to complain, I want to be upset, and I want to be stressed.
What you taught me was that when you struggle, that's right. When you struggle, Jesus rescues. Things might be hard, but you're not alone.
You know what, Salty? You're right. And thanks for that reminder. But now, don't forget you owe me.
Yeah, I figured I did. Oh, yeah. I remember that when I met you guys, you sang a lot about how God is always with us, and even in the storm, when life gets crazy, you can even know that Jesus is there with you.
Oh, that's right. That might give us a little comfort and hope while we're still here stranded, all right? Hopefully, we won't be stranded here the whole time, but while we're here, we can make the best of it. Right, kids? Yeah! All right, so why don't we get up and sing another song? You guys can come on back up if you want. And we're going to sing about how Jesus takes care of us even in the eye of the storm. Good stuff. I don't know how many of you caught it, but Kylie had to end that one on a dab. If you end the song on a dab, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Salty, you know what, man? Even in the eye of the storms, even in the craziness of life, you know, it's kind of cool today. We have the young and the older all together, right? So by a show of hands, kids, I want you to see this, because if everybody's honest, I want y'all to see this. By a show of hands, how many of us have ever felt like life is just crazy and we've gone through a tough storm that's just really hard to get through? Look around you. See how everybody, we've all been there. Boy, Miss Margaret's got both hands and both feet up, right? So we all go through that. That's what's cool about VBS. That's what's cool about Lifespring. We are here to get through these things together. And the truth is, especially through the storms, through the craziness, sometimes we all mess up. How about this one? Any of you ever messed up and done something wrong or done something you regret, that kind of thing? So Salty, do you mind reminding us the fourth thing we learned about when we messed up?
You know, this was my favorite thing, because boy, do I know how to mess up and do wrong. And that is, when you do wrong, that's right.
Hey, so what you're saying is Jesus is going to automatically just get us off this island.
No, not like that. He rescues us from the wrong things that we do. You know, sometimes I act like a crab.
Oh.
You know why a crab doesn't give to charity?
Why is that, Salty?
Because he's selfish. And sometimes I can be selfish, or I can say mean words, or I can lie, or I can take things that aren't mine. But, you know, when Jesus rescues us by forgiving us.
Oh, I don't know, Salty. I don't know. I do a lot of wrong things, man. Sometimes I'm a little shellfish, like a crab is. Sometimes I've gossiped about my friends. And, well, hey, that's just the beginning.
Yeah, well, you and me both. But Jesus' love and his forgiveness never runs out. And he always is there as your friend to rescue you from when you do wrong.
Wow, that is good to hear, and I'm so glad that even when I do wrong,
Jesus rescues.
Let's rewind. I'm so glad that even when I do wrong,
Jesus rescues.
I tell you what, we're going to do 2 songs back to back. These both songs are real special and sweet to teach us about these things. So once again, everybody get up on your feet. Kids, come on back up. And we're going to do Rescue Me right into 'Tis So Sweet. Good job, good job. Whew.
Well, speaking of sweet, that's kind of got me kind of hungry.
Yeah.
I think I got a candy bar around here somewhere.
Wow, so you went to the mainland, you got candy bars, but you didn't get us anybody to get us off this island.
Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you. They gave me a GPS locating satellite phone so that I can call in the rescue team.
Salty. You mean to tell me we've been on this island and all day today you've had that in your pocket and that's what you're supposed to use to send a rescue plane to get us off this island?
Well, I thought it was a candy bar. But no, it's a rescue phone.
Well, hey kids, that's great news. Let's make some noise and be excited that the rescue plane is coming and we're going to be able to get off of this island, which is so great. But again, as I said, the island itself, we're ready to get off. But Vacation Bible School has been phenomenal. I want to give you guys a few things about this week for you guys to celebrate and praise the Lord about. First of all, little old Lifespring, we had over 30 children over the course of the whole week that came and celebrated VBS this week, which is so awesome and so cool. And while we get ready for this airplane, which is not actually one, so don't get too excited about that. Well, while we get ready for this rescue team to come, we had that happen. Also, we were able to bring in an offering for the pie in the face. And you gotta wait because we're not gonna go over that till the very end. Here's the other thing about this week. In order for over 30 kids to come in order to have the decorations, in order to have the snacks and the games and the Bible lesson and our skits and our fun stuff and the awesome things you see, it takes a lot of hard work. And so I'm just going to ask you if you helped out in any way before, during, or if you're going to help clean up after. Everybody stand up that was a part of VBS, and you kids give them a huge round of applause and thank them so much for all. Yeah, here we go. Everybody stand on up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. People coming in straight from work, people staying out extra late, and still coming each and every night, Wednesday through Saturday, to be a part of VBS. Food that was donated, food that was brought in. We were able to serve dinner every night and all kinds of cool stuff because of how amazing everybody is. I try to not talk too much about things because I'll get all boo-hooing and crying, but let me tell you what's cool about VBS. First of all, adults, parents, rides, put in your calendar, we already have next year picked. We got it booked. We're going to have Say Yes to Jesus coming back. Jacob, the VBS guy, is going to be here all week. So you don't have to see me the whole time. Praise the Lord. You're going to get a lot more out of it. It's going to be great. But that is July 10th through 13th, 2019. All right, so make sure you get those dates on in. Let me tell you something cool about that. We had a couple different families in our church say, I got to know these dates. I got to get them down because they have grandkids and different things that come visit. We've had, man, it's really cool. We've had little Riley, my little niece, and different ones that just come into town just to enjoy VBS, and it's been so awesome. So personally, to serve a church, to be your pastor, and to be your friend at somewhere that supports this, it can bring kids and families together is awesome. So I'm personally thanking you all. Thank you so much. You are amazing, and it's so great. If you are here for your first time, we want to invite you to come back. We promise it's always something crazy good, okay? Now, it may not have all this every week, but we do have a full band at our 1045 service, a very modern service. It's awesome. We teach from God's Word and bring it every single week, giving everything we have. We have our traditional service. It starts at 9:30, more of the hymns and that kind of thing, if you want to enjoy that as well. So we want to invite everybody to come back and enjoy our services each and every Sunday. Before we get into the rest of all the announcements, we are going to do one last special song, and I'm going to ask the 5 and under class. So if you were the 5 and unders and adults, you can come on up. But hey, bud, come on up here. Hey, you're allowed to get on the stage. How cool is that? Come on up. Come here. Now, when you're not allowed, you won't do it. Everybody, our 5 and unders are going to come up, and we have a special song. This is their absolute favorite song. This is what they wanted to be sure that they got to sing. And so adults, you can stay seated or stand, it's up to you, but we do want you to sing and participate, and definitely get your phones out, all right? Here we go with our last song for the cruise to sing, which is My Lighthouse. All right, kids, you got to do it just as loud as you did it during the week, okay?
In my wrestling, in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea.